Prologue: The Fall. The sky was bleeding. Kael stood at the edge of the shattered temple, his sword slick with the blood of gods. Behind him, the woman he loved lay broken, her silver hair streaked with crimson, her breaths shallow. The cosmic chains around her wrists pulsed with stolen power. Her divinity ripped away by the very beings who had once called her sister. The celestial sovereigns hovered above, their golden eyes devoid of mercy. "You were our greatest warrior, Kael," the eldest intoned. "And yet you betray us for a dying star?" Kael didn't answer. Instead, he turned his blade on them. And then he fell. Not in defeat. In sacrifice. Chapter 1. The Ashes of a God. A year later, Lyria woke screaming. The nightmares never stopped. She clutched her chest, fingers digging into the scar where her celestial heart had once burned. Now, only an ember remained, just enough to keep her alive, but not enough to call herself a goddess. And Kael was gone. The sovereigns had stripped him of his power, his title, his very name, and cast him into the mortal realm. A punishment worse than death for a being who had once commanded the stars. Lyria clenched her fists. "I'm coming for you." Chapter 2. The Mortal and the Forgotten. The mortal world was a rotting, noisy place. Kael, no Elias now, worked in a smithy, his once divine hands calloused from hammering steel. His memories were fractured, but sometimes in the quiet hours before dawn, he dreamed of silver hair and a voice that whispered his true name. Then the dreams faded, and the pain returned. He didn't know why his chest ached when he looked at the night sky. He didn't remember her, but she remembered him. Chapter 3. The Reckoning. Lyria found him on a storm-lashed night. Elias looked up as the door to the smithy blew open, revealing a woman drenched in rain and fury. Her eyes, stars, her eyes, burned with something ancient, something familiar. "You," he breathed, though he didn't know why. Lyria stepped forward, her voice trembling. "You gave up everything for me." A flash of memory. Golden halls, a blade in his hand, her smile ripped through him. Elias staggered, clutching his head. Who am I?" Lyria took his face in her hands. "You are Kael, and I will burn the heavens to bring you home." Chapter 4. The War of Broken Stars. The sovereigns came for them at dawn. Lyria stood before them, her stolen divinity flickering like a dying flame. Kael, still half mortal, still remembering, stood at her side, a sword in his grip. "You were fools to think we'd let you keep him," the sovereigns hissed. Lyria smiled. "Sharp, vicious thing. You were fools to think I'd let you take him again." And then she burned. Not just her power, not just the stars, but everything. Epilogue. A Sky Reforged. When the ashes settled, only two figures remained. Kael, whole again, his divinity reforged in Lyria's fire. And Lyria, no longer a goddess, no longer a prisoner, just a woman who had loved him enough to destroy the world. He pulled her close, his voice raw. "You shouldn't have." She laughed, weak but unbroken. "I'd do it again." Above them the stars shimmered, new, unchained. And for the first time in centuries they were free.